Hello, everybody, and welcome to another session of the City of the Crimson Tower. I am once again joined by 5 incredible players. For those of you watching right now, you might notice that one of them is a bit more static than usual. Unfortunately, our man Mav, not a functional camera tonight, but functional mic, right, Mav?
I hate technology.
Yeah, it is the bane of our existence. It is our salvation and our curse. How's everybody doing tonight? Anyone done anything cool over the last 2 weeks?
I played Dead Space.
Yeah.
For the first time.
I think, weren't you guys at a convention? I know I was at DreamHack Atlanta, and I vaguely remember you did you both played in a main stage game?
Yeah, we were at Galaxy. God, was that only 2 weeks ago? Everything's running together.
So crazy.
Time is weird. Yeah, Galaxy or Nightmare Weekend, Des Moines. That was super fun. Yeah. We got to debut 2 new cosplays, Elvira and Sweet Tooth. That was a lot of fun. So yeah. And a very not safe for work stage game. Anyone else? Anything cool?
I've just been painting a lot.
You have been painting a lot, and they look amazing.
Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. We're gonna combine together a Joker and a Jack Skellington here soon, so that's
seems right.
Interesting.
Oh, the Harley.
Wonderful.
So
you gotta
good.
match it. You gotta match it with the Harley. You gotta match it.
Well, if no one else has anything cool to share, there's always a chance at the break and the end of the session, too, because I love hearing from you wonderful people. I'll get into the usual announcements. Just a reminder, 18-plus stream, definite horror content that could include family trauma, body horror, violence, all those warnings that have been given many times. So just be aware of that. And just a reminder that if you want to listen to the slightly shorter and with even more sound effects version of tonight's game, you can always listen on Go Buff Yourself, anywhere you get your podcasts. All right. Did I forget any announcements? Lauren? I forgot
that
anything?
You're an amazing DM.
That was not an announcement I was going to make.
Too bad I made it.
But it's true.
Mute you. I have the power.
Mute me too. Do it.
Do it.
I mute myself.
Do it.
I actually have silenced you. It's the best part.
This is true.
Oh, hello again, friends.
Silence me! I'll type in the chat.
Oh, wait, were you muted?
You all were muted. I have the power, but it's so much easier just to click the one button than find Mavs. No, I appreciate you all, and I can't wait to tell this story. Should we go ahead and jump into tonight's session?
Yes.
Let's roll, friends. When we last left off, you all had met with Mark and his sibling Ira at the mayor's estate. where you all had dinner, Gloria and Ira preparing dinner. And over the course of the evening, you all learned more about Ira and more about the situation here in Bridgewater, as a group of angry citizens came knocking on the door, demanding Ira as a sacrifice of sorts to the devil Strahd. With Hawthorne and Nyne's combined intimidating presence, the mob was sent on their way. But shortly thereafter, Karina and Mark went to check out the streets, make sure everything was okay. Back at the mayor's estate, you all discussed the viability of growing plants and vegetables inside and how to accomplish that. And eventually, once everyone was at home and settling in for the night, overheard a conversation between Mark and Ira as well, discussing that Ira would agree to leave Bridgewater for their own safety, but that the body of their father, who was killed recently at the end of the assault on Bridgewater from Strahd, that he be buried first. And it was after overhearing this conversation, immediately after overhearing this conversation, at about midnight or so, that we pick up. With you all having headed upstairs to the 2 guest rooms that were available. There are enough blankets and such that could be set up as a pallet on the floor for if people didn't want to share a sleeping space, but that is where we pick back up. Is there anything you all wish to do or say before calling it a night?
I'm not sure about all of you, but Gloria, are you okay with sharing a bed with me?
Oh, fine with me. I'll link arms
Wonderful.
with Karina.
And she will lead you to one of the guest.
I'll just double check. I got that bag that's like, it seems like was from Strahd, but I'll make sure that I bring my bag to the room Karina and I are sharing. And I do want to take another second to kind of just like look through, and especially knowing now that other townspeople haven't received similar voices in their head or bags. I think I'm looking at it with a little bit of fresh eyes.
I think seeing that, Karina will also empty her bag, keeping the jar in her pocket and the letter that was with it, but everything else she will. Oh my God, Robbie, right now. Please hold.
Barovian dog, Bearville
Look,
dogs,
there are
man.
dogs
Yes,
around here,
you
okay?
know,
It's canon.
everywhere.
It's our dog that we brought with us from the house.
That
And
was
so,
Lancelot.
Gloria,
That was perfect.
Right.
As Lancelot starts barking, I'll kind of pull him into my lap and be like, "Buddy, it's okay, it's okay." But Karina, do you find it odd that only we've heard that voice in our heads?
I don't like that at all. Did anyone ask Ira if they heard any voices? Because they came here randomly as well. They woke up here with the memories, so.
Yeah, I spoke to them a little bit in the kitchen, but you all had made it pretty clear to me when we talked to Mark over dinner that I was not supposed to reveal the I didn't feel like I should be like, do you hear voices in your head, without maybe leading with like that I had. I don't know. It didn't come up, but we could maybe bring it up.
Yeah. I mean, if anyone is going to just randomly bring that up in conversation and have it forgivable, it's you. But
I think I'm gonna take that as a compliment. I do think it's important to discuss, but either way, is that something that we want to reveal?
I mean, I hate to just put trust in people that we barely know. But I also feel like there are so few people that we can trust. So, if we are choosing to travel with Ira, if we're choosing to trust Mark, then we should be open with everything. Well, anything and everything that's important.
So maybe we bring it up tomorrow.
Yeah. Because perhaps they have heard voices. They will have some answers for us. I don't know.
Karina, do you think there's anything special about these papers? I'm gonna hold up the letter and I want to see. Is there anything special about it?
Define special.
Is there poisoned ink, invisible ink? Does it feel magical to me?
Looking at it, you don't get any indication of anything like that. What I will say is of interest of the letter itself is the fact, perhaps it's of interest that it's handwritten. Perhaps it's of interest that the parchment seems of particularly fine quality. And the fact that it was sealed with wax. It's just a little archaic. Or someone...
Once I get the sense that it's not magical, I'm going to flip it over and use the back to start planning my greenhouse. And I think that now that I have a more of a clean surface,
Take a Benny.
I'm going to take some time before I go to bed just to outline maybe what lights we need to move in the room, things like that.
Fantastic.
Growing instantly bored with that. Is there a balcony or window in this room?
There is a window in this room. However, all of the windows of this house have been boarded.
Oh, right, yeah. Okay. Then she will probably pack her stuff up neatly and then just roll over as Gloria is doing her thing and just pass out. It's been a long day.
Anyone else doing anything tonight?
Brawk,
Yeah.
good bud. As he
Yeah.
stands over you.
Yeah. I was just wondering who would like to share a bed with me. But full disclosure, I am extremely gassy and I cannot help it. And I suffer from extreme night terrors as well. So just be aware of that.
Nyne
Okay.
looks
Oh, sorry.
puzzled.
Ethan,
Oh.
is there a chair in the room?
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to know that in the room of the bedroom.
Yes,
just
there.
like a lounging chair sort of thing.
Yes,
Or
there
like a
is. There is a relatively nice, comfy chair, dresser with a mirror, closet,
Okay.
queen-size bed.
Nyne, continue. I apologize.
That's okay. Look, Brawk, you've been through a lot of shit the last few hours, okay? You deserve something very comfortable to lay in. You can have the bed. Look, I can lay anywhere. I'm like water. I can fit anywhere and just sleep anywhere. It's okay. All right? So it's no problem. And big man, there's a chair over there for you if you want to sit in there, and I could just take the floor. It's okay.
And then Hawthorne will because he's drunk. He's fully drunk. He'll just slowly lean back against the wall and slide down and just fall asleep just against the wall. Sort of.
Okay, well, he's out. Brawk, do you need anything or whatever?
No. I think I am afraid to go to sleep because I think that when I wake up, I'm gonna be really upset that all this is, and he gestures to himself. All this is real.
As I have fur on my head and whiskers on my face, this is very real. But we can make the best of this. You may get your little prosthetic down there. You still got one. And
It's not. And he's gonna lean into Nyne. It's not that I don't have it. It's more the process of its removal that I just can't. You know what phantom pains are?
I've heard of that name before.
Right, or where you feel stuff. You feel say you don't have an arm, right? And I punch you where your arm would have been, and you would feel that pain. You would feel that. I just keep feeling it.
Look, first of all, I'd be quite impressed the fact that you punched me that hard. I'd be very proud too. Not gonna lie.
I could never.
You probably could. Look, phantom pains, ghost tremors, whatever the fuck you want to call it. He puts his hand on your shoulder. Look, just because that happened to you, like I said, doesn't make you less of a man. It makes you a lot stronger, because guess what? You fucking survived. Okay, you fucking survived. And it points over to Hawthorne. Hawthorne's drunk right now, but he would probably agree too. Okay? And look, hey, if you're getting the night tears, you want me to come get Karina to come tuck you in? How about that? Would you like that?
She gonna get a little lightheaded. Yeah, anyone but Karina. Actually, it might be helpful for me to fall asleep quickly.
You passed out when you saw our Yetis. You know that, right?
You say Yetis?
Yeah. Think about those. You'll probably go to sleep a lot quicker.
I feel. Yeah, if I could take the that would be great. And he steadies himself on you as he kind of wobbles and hangs his head. Yetis.
Nyne just picks up Brawk and just puts him in the bed. Okay, bud. Get you some rest. Take your shoes off.
Thank you so fucking much.
You're welcome, bud. And he will grab a blanket and walk over to Hawthorne and this throw it up and let it fall down, take his hat, and then put it over his face. It's like having two brothers in the fucking house. Nope. Yeah, at least he's breathing. Got fucking sleep apnea. Nyne will walk over to the dresser and try and start making a pallet for himself. Not on the dresser. I thought about that. But just kind of in the most uncomfortable spot you would think. But it's perfect. The camera will see Nyne's reflection. He looks at himself. Still, again, it's like, I mean, still not too bad. Got to get used to it, I guess. Yeah. And when Nyne goes to lay down, he's not looking at the mirror anymore. But when he goes to lay down, you guys at home see Nyne's reflection kind of look down at him with a sneer. And then he goes to sleep.
All right. Anything else anyone is doing before the night is over? Okay. Give me one sec. Yeah. You all, as you settle into sleep, you all dream. And you find yourself in a bar of sorts. Seems to be a basement or underground bar based off of the concrete and pipes and smell of dank. And you are seated at a table in the corner. And across from you sits a figure. She is an old woman, based off of the look of her gnarled hands. Her face is concealed by a brightly colored knitted scarf. Welcome to my table, strangers in this strange land. You may call me Miss Ava, and I have been waiting for you for a long time. You shoot awake. All of you at roughly the same moment, your hearts racing, covered in sweat.
What?
Gloria, are you awake?
Yeah. Yeah, I had a very weird dream.
Miss Ava.
How did you know that? How'd you know that's what I dreamed?
That's the last thing I heard in my dream.
Was I in your dream?
Yeah, we were at a table.
Because you were in my dream too.
Were the boys? Was everyone in there? I saw
While I was dreaming, did I feel like we were all there, or was it just me?
In your recollection of the experience, it was just you and just this figure.
Karina, if you were there too, I couldn't see you.
I don't think I saw you either. Just the figure.
It's a little bit of a weird coincidence that we'd have the exact same dream. The first time that we have a proper night's rest in this weird place, don't you think?
I'm starting to think it's a little bit too weird of a coincidence to be a coincidence.
Let's ask the boys. I'm just gonna get up, and I'm in like this cute like slip nightgown, and I'm just gonna walk straight over to the other room.
Okay.
Karina will follow. Stop at the door when she realizes she's fucking butt-ass naked. Turn around, grab the sheet, and then follow.
Karina, you look lovely, but yeah, that was a good call. Okay, let's go.
If they walk into the room, I'm talking to both Nyne and Brawk at the same point, and I'm like, I don't know, but it was a lady, and she was talking to me. She looked kind of good. I just want to say, I questioned things for a second, like,
What?
you know.
What?
Oh, what?
What? Oh.
It was a dream. What? What are you getting mad at me for?
This fucking place.
Come on.
What?
Was it? Hey, maybe they had a different dream. I turned to Karina because she was an older lady, right?
Yeah, those gnarled ass hands were old.
Yeah,
Like
like
ancient.
really old.
Yeah,
I'm a
she
little
was.
intoxicated still, so maybe that's it.
Yeah, she was. Real. Yeah, she was. You look amazing. By the way.
I like pause when I realize what I'm wearing, and I'm like, oh, thanks.
Yeah.
I like drape on the bed to sit down. Okay, so did we all have the same
God.
dream?
Yeah.
And you hear from the other side of the room, you see on the bed facing the wall, it's like this ball-shaped person hasn't left the bed with the covers over their head. This place sucks. Same dreams. Are you wearing clothes back there?
Yeah, we are all appropriate, Brawk.
She's in a sheet right
Gee.
now. Just a warning, hon.
Oh, you see as when she says, yeah, he goes to turn to look and then says, oh, she's in a sheet, and he just rolls back over. I'll stay here.
I'll be right back. She's just gonna go to her room and toss some clothing on.
Are you going to change too? Or are you?
Oh,
gonna...
I'm not changing.
Oh, thank God.
I'm still sitting right there.
Oh, we had a dream about some old lady named Miss Ava. Because you guys weren't there, but it was just me.
Here's a question. Did the voice sound familiar? Did anything about her seem familiar to any of you guys?
Ethan?
No.
Would we have known?
No. Not to any of you. I would say that their one point of familiarity for you might be the headscarf she was wearing was very brightly colored. And there was someone who wore similarly brightly colored outfits who handed you a letter. Not fully brightly colored, just with accents, but that seems a little familiar, but nothing about the voice or the woman herself.
What about the accent? Did it seem a bit like similar to Strahd at all?
That's up to you, I suppose, based off of what you heard.
Oh, now I have to go talk to Strahd again. God damn it.
Can we do a notice check to compare the voices within our head?
I would say you can leave it up to your character. Like, they weren't that similar in terms of voice. I don't think.
Nah, I think Strahd sounded different. When I hear Strahd's voice, it kind of brings me rage. Just a little bit. Because I don't like being a plaything. She took pride in that. This one seemed more helpful than more of a hindrance than anything. So, spooky still, but she seemed like she wanted to talk.
How hard is it to pull 5 people's minds into one spot? Are we even here? Are we just minds? I'm so confused how they pulled us all at the same time, if we all had the same dream, or was it projected into us?
As you say that, I kind of pause for a moment because while it's hard for me to remember, I do have a lot of experience with the occult. Can I kind of think for a moment of, would it be more likely that we were pulled somewhere or that somebody was speaking to us through a dream? Could I try to think that through and be like, is someone trying to communicate? I'd love to try to make an occult check or see kind of what I could riddle out.
Sure, go ahead and make me an occult check.
So that's a 9 total.
9, so success with a raise. When you say distinguishing between someone going into your dream or you being taken somewhere, are you asking if you were physically, bodily taken somewhere?
No, but as Hawthorne says that, like, Hawthorne was like, take our minds. To me, I feel like it was more like somebody was trying to communicate to us, like Stradia was when she spoke in our minds. Because I do feel like, when you go to sleep thinking about something and it kind of happens, I went to bed thinking about Stradia talking in my mind. And then while I was asleep, somebody else tried to talk to me. So I feel like it's just kind of tumbling around and I'm trying to riddle it out.
Yeah, I would say that it very much does feel like someone entered. It felt like a dream in that kind of disconnected, very real but not real way that dreams are. But it felt like someone trying to communicate with you by controlling the course of your dreams.
Okay, with that thought, I want to kind of look out. The windows are bored, but like, do I have any idea what time it is?
That is actually a very interesting thing, because
I'm going to turn to Karina and Brawk and everybody. You realize that REM sleep occurs in short bursts while we're asleep. And it usually only starts about 90 minutes after we fall asleep. And they increase in length throughout the night. But the fact that we all had a lucid dream, which really would only occur during REM sleep at the same time, I think it has to be somebody communicating with us.
You hear from the bed. I think there is something about this place that the experience is connected. It's in some way by someone or multiple people.
I agree. I think it's entirely improbable that we would all fall into sleep at the same time and have our REM cycles lined up such that we would have the same dream naturally. There has to be somebody orchestrating this. And I want to try to figure out what time it is.
So as you direct your attention, as you look at the boarded up windows, you actually notice that one of the windows in the room that you're currently in they're not perfectly lined up. There are cracks between the boards. And there is a ghostly green light coming through those small slits.
Can I go over and look at the green light?
You find a section that's enough that you can set one eye against it, and it's really hard to make out specifics, but as you look, you see this green line across the landscape. Not perfectly straight, winding, cut off in places from your visibility by building or by trees and such. But as you look at it a little longer, you can make out figures in the fog, ghostly green figures, walking towards the direction of the tower. You see figures who are wearing very unexpected clothing, given the setting. Some of them are wearing breastplates with axes. Others dressed in more contemporary attire. You see dwarves and humans and elves and various different species. All these and more marching from the graveyard that you see off in the distance, connected to what looks like a church.
Hawthorne, Nyne.
I was gonna ask Ethan a question really fast. Ethan, with 2 raises, would she be able to tell if they were climbing out of holes within the cemetery?
From here, can't make that out, but you can tell that. So what you can make out just from here is that there is what seems to be a church off in the distance. And from the graveyard there is what looks like a procession of spectral figures moving across the landscape.
What do you see, Gloria?
Well, a bunch of green glowing figures emerging from a graveyard, processing towards the tower. I think somebody should also probably look and verify that they see the same thing, and that I'm not just sleeping and am
Nyne will
dreaming
go look.
all of you all here.
Nyne will go look outside the window and kind of, excuse me.
You have to push your eye up against it, but because the mayoral estate is built up on a hill here in Bridgewater, you're able to see across, and you see figures, spectral figures walking from the direction of the church and towards at least the general direction of the tower.
Well, Angel's telling the truth. I don't know if I can punch a ghost. I haven't tried yet, so I don't really know if that's going to do anything later. But what kind of a funeral procession up there? Does she have ghost friends? Are they doing like dinner up there? Dinner theater? What goes on up in that fucking tower?
I'm hesitant to suggest this, but maybe we should check it out. I could fly over them and just see.
There is no way you are going by yourself. So don't even just flap yourself over there like someone walking into fog without consulting no one.
As we turn around and Karina's back.
But I agree with Hawthorne, even with your pointed comment, that nobody should go alone. I also do not think we should follow a procession of glowing figures or ghosts or whatever they are. We have not even had a full night's sleep. We are still exhausted.
Facts.
And that sounds like a terrible idea. But I also think we should ask Mark if this happens every night. Maybe this is a normal thing in this place. We have nothing to compare it to.
Okay, what do we consider? What's the Angel? You do science things. What's the base that we considering like normal in this place here? Like the 5 of us are normal, or what else? What do we consider normal and over the top? Because we fought ghouls, and then whatever the hell that was down in that basement. Okay, so what constitutes like baseline normalcy? Okay. And as he says this, you see him just kind of take out this little plush little mouse toy and just kind of start like fiddling with it in his hand. So what do you consider that, huh?
Brawk, would you come out from underneath the covers? Everyone's clothed. Come on.
And he kind of melts out from underneath the cover and gets up and grabs his jacket off the back of a chair and steadies it on his shoulders. Ghosts. Night terrors that are real. Well, why should I get out of the bed? You know? I could just lay here indefinitely. All of us. What do you say?
You're asking us to sleep with you?
Brawk immediately flushes, steadies himself on the wall. No, ma'am. What's the next? And he straightens himself up. What's the next step? What do we do?
Well, Nyne, you had a good point about what's normal. I mean, things do glow. I mean, they could be fluorescence. There could be bioluminescence. Like there are natural reasons for things to glow. But these kind of look like specters. Like, I'm not sure ghosts. I don't know anything. I don't know. We would need more data points of nights where we witness processions of glowing ghosts to have a more accurate understanding. You need at least like 3 points to make a trend. And with this one, we don't really know.
Exactly.
As I
I'm
get more
gonna go
nervous,
ask
I just
Mark
keep
about
rambling.
this.
I'm like...
Okay. Look. Fuck. Okay. So, weird spooky stuff. We're all tired. It wasn't a dream. We got some, I guess,
I think
nice
it was a dream. I think it was a dream.
The ghost
Not
people?
to be technical, not to be... Oh, no, those aren't a dream. Yeah, you're right. Okay, never mind.
Oh.
Sorry. No, you're right. That was my bad. I thought we were talking about the other creepy thing that happened tonight. That
No.
communal dream that we all separately had while we were sleeping. No, but you're right. The specters are definitely real.
Yeah. The ghost people real, but mysterious lady wanting to help talk to us, that dream, maybe. Hawthorne, what were you gonna say?
Hawthorne just starts rubbing his eyes and then walks over to the chair and collapses in it and falls asleep.
Okay. Well, look, we put a pin in it. If we fall back to sleep and she shows up again, we just ask questions, you know? I'm pretty sure she wants to help us. She said that, you know, she's been waiting to see us, correct? Sky Daddy?
Yes. Yes, she
Is
did.
that what she said?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Thank you. See, you sometimes the voices help you. But look, just what we need to do is just all of us get back to sleep. We'll talk to Mark about it in the morning, and if we have the dream again, we take notes or remember about it, okay? That sound like a plan?
Karina, what do you think? You look thoughtful.
I was actually just going to say that before Nyne had started this conversation, Karina had left and headed downstairs to Mark's room.
Okay.
Oh, well, fuck. Where'd she go?
I mean, her and Mark did go on a walk earlier. Maybe she feels like they have enough rapport that she could wake him up in the middle of the night to ask about the glowing ghosts processing towards the creepy tower. She did put clothes on.
Okay, well, all right. Hey, just saying that if you ever waking up in the middle of the night, you could totally come wake me up in the middle of the night. I have no problem. Be dead asleep. I'll wake up.
Oh, that's probably the nicest thing anyone's ever told me. If I have another person try to speak to me in a dream, I will definitely take you up on that.
Hey, thanks. Yeah. God, she's so cute.
Karina, you head downstairs, and you all had enough time to familiarize yourself, and you heard the general direction where Mark went after the conversation, so you're able to find the door, no problem.
She's just going to knock loudly on the door a couple times in the same pattern that was used to invite Mark in. That first
Got
one.
it. Nice. Benny. You hear from the other side. Yes? Yes? Oh, give me a second. And just hear some fumbling, and then he opens the door with a robe on. Yeah, Karina. Is there something wrong?
Have you looked out the window?
Just glances towards the window. Yeah, that's actually pretty... That happens every night.
Okay, that's
It's
literally all I was wondering.
Yeah, it's just one of the many treasures that Bridgewater has to live with as a result of her.
Has anyone tried following them?
Oh, we know where they go. They walk all the way up to the tower. Miles. And continue to try to do what they failed to do in life, which they continue to fail to do in death, and that is kill her. And so now they fail and die every night as their punishment for trying.
Good to know. It's looking more and more like a killing her. Anyway, sorry for waking you up, but
Oh,
a little
I
concerned.
probably should have warned you all about that. That would be... Yeah. You're going to realize there's a lot of strange things here in Barrowville. That's just one of them.
I think that was the understatement of the year, my friend.
Yeah. Was that all?
Do you know someone named Miss Ava?
I do. He looks a little surprised at you having dropped that name. She's an elder of the Vista. Some say she's a prophetess, others think she's insane. I tend to go with the former. But I don't have any proof of that, just faith, I guess.
So she can be trusted.
It's funny, I was actually planning on talking with you all about her in the morning. How did you learn that name?
I must have read it somewhere.
Huh. Well, read my mind. If you'd like, we can talk more in the morning about that.
Sounds good. I'll let you get to sleep then.
Have a good night.
You too.
Turns, closes the door. And while this has been happening downstairs, has anything been occurring upstairs? What have you all been doing?
I just don't know why we can't have a dream that unites us. That's like it's unicorns and happiness instead of ominous voices and ancient prophecies. This place sucks.
Yeah. At least they got running water, though.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right.
Well, Gloria, you need going back to your room?
Oh, yeah. I should probably be there when Karina gets back. I'll kind of drag my
I
feet,
could,
but slowly make my way back to bed.
I could walk you back there if you like.
Oh, okay. I'll like loop my arm through his as he walks me the few feet to the other room.
Once we're out of the room, hey, Gloria,
Yeah.
what were you going to tell me at the bar?
I kind of look for a second, think about it. I don't remember the exact phrasing of what I was going to say, but well, we talked about maybe getting food sometime.
Oh, yeah. You still down for that?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, question. I know you don't drink like most of us do. What do you
I
like to
do
drink?
drink. I feel like there's moments where maybe there's some awareness that's needed, like walking into dingy bars of patrons we don't know and potentially creepy locations.
That is true, but you ain't got to worry about that. Look at all of us. We can handle any fight that comes our way. So, you ain't got to worry about that. I also saw you kind of almost lost your little temper there, too. That was also something nice to see.
I guess that's one word for it.
Hey,
Well,
look,
sorry. What were you gonna say?
no, what I was saying is sometimes it's nice to, let your hair down a little bit sometimes. You can get a little hot under the collar. And he will flick the strap, which would be a collar, but like get under your collar, get a little heated. It's okay. Let off a little steam. It's so much fun.
As you're flicking the strap of her dress.
Yeah, like just
It's
kind
kind of like a loose flowy nightgown, so it just falls right off my shoulder.
Oh, that I didn't.
I'll take a second and kind of pull it back up and be like, yeah, well, I think dinner sounds great.
Yeah.
I'll give
Okay.
your arm a little squeeze and then I'll slip off to bed.
Nyne will wait until the door closes. Yeah. Yeah. And just do a fist bump. Yes. And just walk back with his tail swinging.
Nyne, as you turn around, Karina is going to have been standing at the end of the hallway watching the entire time.
I keep your secrets, you keep mine.
And she's just not even gonna reply. She'll walk right by you and into the room with Karina.
All right, Brawk. You going to bed now?
Wait, are you actually going to bed?
Yeah.
I put on my coat and everything, so.
No, get back in bed and go to. I will tuck you in. How about that?
I'm not a baby.
You're not
But
a
yeah,
baby.
I would like that very much. Thank you so much. And
I
he's
give you
gonna,
some sort of comfort.
he takes his jacket off and he gets into the bed and he just waits for you to pull the blanket up and nook him on the sides like a little burrito.
Here you go, bud. And he'll tussle hair. All right, I'm going back to sleep. We should all get some rest.
Good night. Good night. Hopefully we don't have another dream that unites us in terror.
Yeah, me too. Me too. And Nyne just kind of falls asleep in the most, what you would think, pretzel uncomfortable position ever, but it feels so great.
Karina, what did you learn from Mark?
Oh, shit, I probably should have told everyone to ease their nerves. But apparently the specters are an every night sort of thing.
Oh, good. So
And-
he knew that they're the baseline.
Yeah. He just,
Oh,
you know.
okay.
Yeah, so we can count that as baseline normal, I guess, which is kind of a little bizarre for baseline normal, but
It skews our perspective, but it is good to know.
yeah. And also, he seems to trust Miss Ava.
He knew her?
He recognized the name and wanted to discuss her tomorrow morning anyways, so I guess we will talk about that in the morning.
Oh my gosh. What did he say when you told him that she was talking in all our heads?
I did not say that. I just
We're
mentioned
still
the
keeping
name.
that part on the down low. Okay. So
I think it's, yeah.
we should just probably make sure we tell them what our story is.
I mean, I think
But,
it's
like,
best
the
that
rest
people
of
don't
them,
think
like
we're
Nyne and-
super bonkers, right? Like, we don't need to be seeing visions and hearing voices. Because that kind of has a stigma around it, you know? But we will get the story straight before breakfast. And
Well, that's good to
unless
know.
I should wake
think
them up now and let
we'll
them
sleep a
know.
lot easier knowing that what's happening is
Should I-
baseline, and that the person speaking in our heads is
Is the-
probably fine if they
Yeah.
know Mark.
So, should I wake up the boys and let them know that? Or
Oh, this is
It
such an
feels
awkward
mean.
situation. We already said good night. It's maybe
well,
it's maybe too forward for us to like walk right
I mean, I
back.
technically didn't say goodnight, so I could walk back and act like I never
Oh,
came
because
here.
you're right. You didn't see any of them before.
I mean,
because you
yeah,
left.
yeah, I didn't see anyone.
Oh, okay. Wait, that would be less weird. Because like I already like said good
Yeah,
night.
yeah. You get yourself all tucked in. I'll just go tell them so they
Okay.
can actually try to sleep.
Okay. Or is that weird then that I don't come?
I think you're overthinking this entire situation.
Probably.
I think it's perfect if you just get some sleep. I will be right back.
Okay.
Okay. And she'll turn around, open the door, quietly close it behind her, and then open the boys' door. Okay,
Does
so
no one
I was talking
fucking
to
knock
Mark.
here? God damn.
Sorry, Nyne. I just had good news. I felt like I should share.
Hawthorne is startled awake by Nyne screaming.
Sorry. I was
Oh,
getting close
okay.
to sleeping.
What just happened? What happened? What's wrong? What's wrong?
Sorry. I went to talk to Mark about the specters outside, and that is baseline normal. Apparently, that happens every night. So, at least we don't have to worry about that. And the person speaking to us through the dreams is apparently a good guy. I don't know the whole story, but Mark knows the name, so we will talk to him about it tomorrow.
Hawthorne falls
I'm-
asleep.
Thank you, Karina, for sharing that with us.
I'm just gonna go.
Thank you. Good
And
night.
she's not gonna close the door quietly. She's
Oh.
just gonna slam the door as she leaves the room.
Fucking. I just put him to sleep. Go back to sleep, Brawk. It's okay.
Oh no! Oh no! What's happening? Brawk, you okay? What's wrong?
Okay, he's back to sleep.
Okay. Okay, we're good. Everybody just shut up. Come on. God. I'm trying to rest over here.
But if we did that, we'd get yelled at, for now. I'm going to sleep.
All right. So, with everyone heading back to sleep, this eerie glow still just faintly coming through the cracks in the window. We cut to breakfast. The next morning, it is for each one of you a single egg, cup of tea, and a bowl of basically oatmeal. And as you all have gathered down here, Ira and Mark are here as well, and Mark looks at you all. Are you all right? You look like hell, but frankly. I mean, did you sleep okay?
I immediately pull the compact out of my purse and gently excuse myself from the table.
Ira, punches Mark in the arm. I didn't mean it like that.
I'm out the door. I'm going upstairs. I'm gonna take a minute to freshen up, and then I'll reappear later with my hair done a little nicer, a little bit more makeup on.
Good
I'll
job,
come back
Mark.
in a few minutes.
Gloria, you actually pass Karina on the stairs going down because she stayed upstairs for a little bit longer after everyone went down. But she'll come back down the stairs and pass you.
Karina, be careful. People are in moods of judging appearances downstairs. You might want to take a second. Just like, I'm going to powder
What
my
is that
nose.
supposed to mean? But okay, she'll follow you upstairs.
We take a second. We like powder our noses, get a little bit more put together, and then we'll both reemerge.
Fantastic. And as we cut back downstairs to right afterwards, Mark just, not what I meant. Anyway. Looking at you, Karina, tell me again how you knew the name of Ava.
I
Did
heard it. Spoken to me.
Well, I don't know if Karina told you all about this, but I was actually going to suggest to you all this morning that there is a person who might be able to help figure out what to do about getting you all out of Barrowville and stopping whatever is happening here. Her name is Ava. She's a member of the Vista. I mentioned them yesterday. And if you all are still okay with... Karina, did you tell them about what we talked about?
No. I do not think I did.
Look,
I
after
don't remember.
after what you all heard last night here with the people outside, what they want to do to Ira, I know I asked you before at the bar, but if you all are planning on leaving Bridgewater, would you... And Ira interrupts at this point. Would you mind me coming with you?
Can you fight?
No,
I don't think
Whether-
that's a requirement.
whether or not you fight, we would welcome your company.
As you all are having this conversation, I have a quick question. Who here has the highest notice skill? The highest notice die?
Is that
I got
Brawk?
So
I got a 6.
I have a D10.
I have an 8
Okay.
only.
I have a 4.
But I will say I'm really clueless. So I think like I have a D10 for any sort of like observant, I would say for like all observations, but she's a little bit clueless. And so I imagine if it's like depending on what it is, I might not see it.
Okay.
I have the alertness edge that helps at all.
I do have like, yeah, I do have a D10 and I am an investigator. So if it's something I'm interested in, I would heckin' notice it. But if it's not like exactly on my mind, I would just, what?
Okay. Well then, I will give you the choice whether you notice this, Gloria. And I will say because of the alertness feature, you will notice this, Karina. As you've been having this conversation about Ava and Ira traveling with you, you notice you've been just standing in the kitchen this whole time, just standing, eating, because it was just a single egg and cup of tea for everyone, just standing around the center island. And you notice in the corner of the kitchen, there's a rat. And like I said, Gloria, you can choose whether you notice this.
That sounds like exactly the sort of thing Gloria would notice. A conversation happening all around her, and then there's a small movement of a tiny creature. I think I immediately want to look at Karina and be like, do you see that?
So, and what you see, it's not just that it's a rat. It's not moving. And it is staring directly at all of you. With absolute rapt interest. It's just a little below, like, one of the shelving units, one of the lowest shelves. It's just kind of tucked in the corner. But it is staring right at all of you.
So,
And as soon as it notices, you all notice it starts to bolt.
I want to follow it.
I'm going to try to shoot it.
Okay.
I run after it.
I would love you to make me a shooting roll. This is going to be with a -2.
Okay.
In their house.
Now, with the -2,
Give live
is
rounds
that
in the
because
house.
of the fact it's moving? Because I would have noticed it at the same time as Gloria. And, like, would I have had a chance to shoot at it before it ran? Or did it run the second it saw us?
As soon as your eyes lock on it, it starts to move.
Okay. Great.
And it's
All right.
because it's moving, and it's a rat. And it's in a corner, and there's there are obstacles in here. It's a difficult shot.
Okay, I only got a 3, and I think that makes perfect sense. I feel like I just shot like a cookie jar.
Hopefully not me. I have a lot of experience with rats in my lab, and even though it doesn't really feel like I have those memories, I definitely think it's like muscle memory to lunge to try to grab it.
Okay, so you lunge to try to grab it. The gunshot goes off, scattering debris around. And as you are running after it, getting close to it, your hands extended trying to chase it into a corner, something flies past your face and a knife impales the rat. And as you turn, you see Ira with hand still extended.
Oh, they can't fight.
Good reflexes, but like now we can't. Well, good reflexes.
One of hers.
Oh,
One of
good,
the devil's spies. She
How'd you
likes
get
to
in
keep
here?
tabs on us, and apparently seems to have a particular interest in all of you. But
Hey, Ira, I'm so glad you got that, because I was not expected to go chasing a mouse around the house. Just because it looked like a cat doesn't mean I'm going to do cat things like that.
We would never have expected you to. I was chasing it just fine. I might have even been successful, but I can't guarantee it. But also, I'm worried if there's one, could there be more?
she has many spies all around. Creatures, nightmarish things.
Ethan, we gain back power points when we sleep.
Oh yeah, yeah, you
So-
are full.
Can I use 2 power points to cast a detect? I can detect Arcana,
Absolutely.
and so I can see and detect all supernatural persons, objects, or effects for 5 rounds, including invisible foes, enchantments, people, items, weird science devices. anything like
Absolutely.
that.
How does this
I
manifest?
should also know the general type. as well. And so
100%.
I think I'm still kind of like squatting by this rat. And I think I just kind of like plop down, kind of pulling both my legs off to the side, like kind of in a mermaid seated position. And I just sort of like flick my wings a little, so there's this sort of wind that blows past the rat, and this wind sweeps around the whole room, kind of as it gets close to Brawk, because I know Brawk is magical. There's little sparkles, and as it kind of swoops around, I can sort of see an outline and sparkles of everything that's magical around me.
This rat is absolutely riddled with the traces of magic. Very clearly not quite a familiar, wouldn't be the right term. A thrall, servant, but using this power, you are absolutely able to tell that this was a type of magic that allowed someone to see through the eyes of this creature.
I think to use the spell, I do have to use my spellcasting, so I'll use a Benny so I can roll it again.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you so much.
Just making sure I do it right.
Dang, thank you.
5. I should be fine.
5, yes. Honest players, friggin' love it.
I got you. So I think that the first time I tried, I was just sort of grossed out a little bit by the blood in the rat and distracted by what was happening. So it took me a second to kind of get my bearings. So looking again, I could see that clearly this rat was exactly what Ira was saying, and it is working for her. Is there anything else in the room that I pick up on?
I will also say that you got close to this rat in order to fully investigate the arcane effects on it. And the knife wound was very clean. It didn't tear much of the rat's body. It is whole for the most part. But you don't notice any blood?
That's weird. When I look closer, does it look like is it an actual rat? Did it look like the knife just killed it, or was it dead before?
It looks like it's a real rat, but as you just look at the knife wound area a little bit more, and you can see just a little bit, it almost looks like it is filled with sand or something like that. More stuffed or taxidermied than...
This immediately reminds me of the wolves. Hawthorne, do you remember the wolves in the other house? Oh, quickly, before my spell ends, though, do I see anything else in the room?
Not in this room, no.
Okay. Hawthorne, do you remember those wolves in the house?
Yeah, I remember them.
How they
Right next to me.
They appeared to be stuffed, but then came alive.
Very much not stuffed.
This rat is filled with sand.
Is she stuffing them? Is the outside real? Does it feel like a real, like the skin and stuff?
I'm not going to touch the rat. I'm very sorry, but it looks real.
Hawthorne will walk over to the rat and pull the knife out of it, first off.
This, again, what looks like sand, but it's darker in hue. It is, it's, kind of colored like blood, albeit a little bit darker, closer to black, but it's got a reddish tinge to it, but it is gritty and fine like sand that comes pouring out of the knife wound.
So Hawthorne will just lightly just sort of pet it to feel if the fur feels real.
Yeah.
Or if it feels like a stuffed animal.
No, I mean, it feels gross. I will definitely say that. But it feels like a real gross thing.
Okay. Oh my God. Okay. You got, it's real. It's real. It's a nasty. It's a nasty rat.
And as you all have been investigating this, Mark has just continued to explain. She likes to keep an eye on things all over. She thinks she's doing everyone good by her rule here, I'm sure. But you must always be careful of anywhere that you are speaking that her creature spies aren't listening in.
What kind of surveillance state are you guys in?
And how much does she control?
Everything that matters.
Like, if I take a
master.
Yeah. Like, if I take a piss in the alley, do I gotta worry about some weird fucking bird staring at me or some shit like that, or what? Or I jaywalk across the street, am I gonna get fucked up from that?
I thought we saw a really weird bird when we were walking through. Didn't you guys remember that? I thought I saw a weird bird just watching us.
Yeah.
Sounds right. Good throw, Ira. Thank you. I get bored. And kind of tugs at their shirt a little bit.
Hey, Ira. Do you only use blades? Or do you know how to use one of these? Nyne, still eating, takes out his pistol as Nyne and puts it on the table. Can you use one of those?
They hesitate just slightly more than you think they would if they commonly handled firearms, but go to grab it, and as they lift it and point it well away from everyone else. No, but... and lifts it again, safely, trigger discipline.
We're inside a house.
Trigger discipline. But lifts it and points at a wall. But I am a quick learner. And
Do you want to go outside and we can try it?
And they kind of hesitate for a second and set the gun back down on the counter.
Or inside, I guess. But
I don't know if right now is the right time. I was hoping to ask a favor of you, if you wouldn't mind. I don't know if Mark had already asked you, but we need to bury our father today, and I know you never knew him, but would a few of you mind helping carry him?
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you. I do appreciate that. I'll go and get changed.
And they head upstairs. And as they do, let's go ahead and take a quick break, and we will pick up just a little while later here in just a second. Be right back, everybody. See you soon. Hello, everybody. We are back. We pick up with you all heading outside. Mark has, sometime before you all woke up, apparently acquired a hearse. And as you all open the double doors of the manor, letting the rain from outside just pour sheets in front of the doorframe, the casket has been cleared of flowers, and you all help lift and carry it to the hearse, and have a quiet drive down the streets of Bridgewater to that very church that you saw through the window slats last night. And as you pull up to it, and you're able to get a better look, you can see that it is a white, predominantly concrete building, just like most everything around here, fairly severe in its design, but with a little bit more ornamentation than some of the other buildings. There is a bell tower in the rear, and you can see that as you pull up, similar scorch marks and scratch marks as those that you noticed on the walls of the mayoral estate. Mark puts the hearse in park, and a stretch hearse, I guess, large enough for all of you. It's not. Don't worry about that part. But as he puts in park, he says into the back where the rest of you are, I guess. I didn't realize the damage here was this bad. And the parts of the building have been broken off, the stone just lying shattered near on the steps leading up to it. This building looks like it has gone through absolute hell. Do you all do anything or say anything?
Shall we get him buried? Do you have a crypt by chance? A hole in the ground? What's your...
We need to see Father Donovan inside to perform the last rites and burial.
I'll go. And he opens the door, puts up an umbrella, and runs up to the church doors. Does anyone go with him, or you all stay?
Karina is going to go with him, and then before entering the church, she's going to turn off and start searching for another corpse.
I'll
Okay.
follow till Karina peels off. Be like, wait, what are you doing?
I kind of have a messed up plan. I don't know for sure if it's gonna work or not, but I'm looking for.
Okay, I'll go stand by Ira. So I'm gonna go back over and try to find them, and see if they need any help with anything.
They're still in the car right now. They didn't get out.
I'll like do that awkward, like go to Karina, look a little confused, and walk back and be like, "Yeah, everything seems to be going fine. Nothing to worry about. How are you doing?"
And Ira's, pretty somber right now, and it's just has changed into all black, or as close as was able to get, and is in response just nods, looking through, just leaning over and looking through the window with the rain streaking down it. Those of you who would look outside and watch as Mark runs up to the large doors and he knocks heavily on them. Umbrella over himself, but still huddled against the rain. And there's no answer. And he knocks again. Turns around, runs back to the car, and gets inside, soaking wet.
Just because of the way everything has been around here lately, he didn't answer. Would someone mind coming with me inside to check on him?
Of course, of course.
Yeah, we'll go.
Yeah. We'll all come with you.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. Is the door open, or do we gotta force it open?
Shouldn't be locked.
I didn't know if you tried it. I'm sorry, man. Let's go try it. We'll try it together.
All right.
Gets back out, puts the umbrella back up, and you all run up through the rain to the door, which does open. And the space that you enter into here is a fairly large church, all things considered. And in this entryway, there are 2 doors on each side, on the left and on the right. But straight in front of you, there is a brightly lit chapel. And the light is flickering like candlelight. The space that you enter into here in the hall smells of mildew, reeks of it. And this entryway is unlit. Even from here, you can see that the chapel in front of you, bright as it is littered with debris. And you hear from that direction the soft murmurings of a man at prayer. Mark just exchanges glances with all of you and starts heading towards the chapel, the direction of the sound.
Hawthorne will follow.
Nyne will follow.
Brawk will follow.
All right. As you all head into the chapel opening up in front of you, it is... The pews in here are stone, which seems oddly out of place for a house of worship, but depending on the god. But everywhere you look, it is littered with debris. Just overturned pieces of furniture that have been scattered and broken in here. And even though you can see there are electric lights on the walls, they are unlit, and it is entirely and brightly lit with candles, candlesticks, candelabras, in every corner, in this fervent attempt to push away the darkness. And at the far end of the church, you see a man kneeling near a scarred altar, wearing robes of clearly some type of clergy. But they are filthy, and he is mumbling prayer as you all walk in here. And as the sound of your footsteps echo through this ruined chapel, with the support beams overhead giving way to the weight above them, the sound of dripping rain can be heard coming through in several sections. The mumbled prayer stops. And a hoarse, tired voice rings through the chamber from the figure kneeling behind the altar.
I cannot give you the blessing you seek. Go. Leave this accursed place in peace.
And he doesn't look up from where he is kneeling in that moment.
I don't think we were looking for a blessing, per se. We were here to bury Mark's father.
Father Donovan.
And the man looks up. He has a long face, made longer by the slightly drooping features with age and grief and exhaustion.
Ismark.
And he pushes up from the altar.
I was wondering when I would be seeing you. It is time.
And Mark,
It is time.
as this conversation is unfolding, you all also notice like the damage done here kind of similar to at the mayor's estate. You saw claw marks, but they were only on the exterior walls. You saw them on the exterior of these walls and the interior. You can spot them on the wall and furniture in here. And Father Donovan shakes his head wearily.
I cannot perform the blessing, Ismark. I have lost my connection to the Dawn Father.
Mark sighs.
What? He can still be buried, though. Well, of course, but I would not be able to perform the final rites for him.
Hawthorne?
Oh, I wasn't raising my hand.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm in a gasp of a just a throne with the story. I will admit, you have 3 non-talkers with you.
Oh, did not everyone come? Oh, that's true.
I was staying with Ira.
That's true.
So if
Oh no,
if
I'm
Yeah?
So if Ira was still in the car, then Gloria is still in the car.
I think probably at this point, with how long this has taken, they would get impatient. And
What is taking them so long?
I have no idea. I'll
Come on.
admit I can't recall. Okay.
Let's go check.
I'll take their arm and let them escort me into the church.
getting one more umbrella up to cover you a little bit, running through the rain and running into the church. And I would say you enter at just about this point in the conversation.
Nyne wants to smell around this place because Nyne notices all the scratch marks and everything. It's just kind of want to get its bearings right.
As you're sniffing around, Father Donovan continues to express his condolences to Mark. Just,
Your father was a very good man. I was sorry to hear.
and the usual. Wow. What'd you get?
I got a 22.
Good
Smells everything
Lord,
people
man.
eaten.
Okay.
Something don't. It is in touch with the superstition because Nyne does not like graveyards.
Okay.
Call back to the other part, and this doesn't seem right. Why are there claw marks inside? And just something doesn't feel right.
That is a huge raise. Huge raise. So, I see you, Brawk. I will get to you right after this, as you are sniffing around through this conversation.
And hearing.
And hearing. Something smells wrong here. And with a 22, you can tell it's coming from underneath you. Brawk?
As everyone, most everyone, right? Or is everyone there right now? Okay, most everyone is coming up, right? He starts looking around and he gets really uncomfortable. He knows that we're not all together. He sees this interesting interaction between these two people that he is not familiar with. And he's going to use his edge, spend a penny, and utilize his sleuth edge and try to scan the entire room and look for everything relevant.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, as you use your sleuth edge, we are actually going to resolve that in just 1 second.
Okay.
And the camera cuts to back out in the rain, where Karina has slipped around the building, heading towards the mausoleums out back, I assume? Okay. Yeah. It's morning here, so it is about as bright as, imagine if at noon there were a very heavy storm. about that bright is what it is right now, as it is steadily raining. And there is a series of mausoleums out back of this building. There's a rusted gate out in front, and there's a low clinging of mist all around back here.
Okay. She's going to look to see if any of the mausoleums have recently been entered.
Make me a notice check.
6.
6. It is fairly difficult to tell, I will say, just whether one has been entered. But as you're looking around, you can definitely tell that some of these are much older, with the writing predominantly faded. But as you look around, you'd guess the newest one here is not terribly recent, but at least within the last, like, half a year.
Okay, that's not really useful for me. If she's not successful with the mausoleum, she's going to start wandering the graves, looking at the fresh dirt, fresh graves, and then she's going to
Looking at the
for
graves, those you find some that look a lot more recent.
Okay, then she's going to scan the gravestones, looking for feminine names,
Okay.
ranging in age up to 30, and then masculine names around 18 or so.
Sure. With that notice check, I'll say you find, in terms... I will say a lot of these the most recent graves that you find here are very tightly packed. And most of them don't have name markers. They're just buried. But on top of a few of those, there are a few like small plaques that have been placed around a few, and you are able to find one suitable candidate of each you were looking for.
All right. Then she's going to find a shovel.
Abby Normal.
Abby Normal. Okay.
Yeah. Find a shovel, absolutely. As lightning cracks in the sky overhead, you see a shovel not terribly far away from where you are.
All right. She will set her umbrella down, her pat, whatever nice thing she has, take her coat off so she doesn't ruin that. And she's just going to start digging.
Awesome. So we just see Karina in these relatively nice clothes in the pouring rain, with a shovel and mud flying everywhere, unearthing two recently killed and buried citizens of Bridgewater. Where is everyone else currently, just so that I know?
I guess where the priest is.
Okay.
The priest with the very obviously dirty, fucking filthy robes.
Same.
Yeah, I'm standing next to him, and I'm about to start trying to convince the priest to give the last rites.
All right. So then we cut back inside.
It would be my honor to still bury him, Ismark, but I do not. I cannot truly perform the final blessings. Not anymore.
And Mark seems to give a resigned nod as he's thinking to himself.
I'm gonna say something to that, but I wanted to toss it up to Brawk, who was gonna sleuth the
Yes.
situation.
You, with your sleuthing ability here, fantastic use of that edge. You see that there are very clearly claw marks on several places. The altar, tapestries that were on the wall, even through some of the stone of the benches here. You see that there is a blazing sun as the predominant icon of this church, based off of the patterns you see around here. But those claws, unlike the ones that you saw at the mayor's estate, these are smaller. And you walk up to one of them on the wall, and you put your hand up to it. And it very well could have come from your hand. You also notice that there is a rope that ostensibly leads to the bell in the bell tower. Those are the predominant things that you notice in here.
Hawthorne.
Yeah.
Hawthorne.
What? What?
Let them do their thing. Look at this. I'm just gonna shift back and put his hand on this claw mark.
Are those hands?
Something not right happened here.
Do you think that people went crazy inside, or something was trying to get them and they were trying to claw their way out?
Who's to say in this fucking place? And he's gonna shift them back.
Hawthorne's gonna walk back over to the priest and gonna look at the priest and say, is what happened here what made you lose your faith? Why did you lose your faith, Father?
All of this was caused by one of her spawn thralls. Vampire thrall. It.
And he straightens up a little bit.
It attacked here in the early part of the Devil's siege on Bridgewater. And it was...
And he, as he's sobbing, he looks up at Mark and Ira.
It was Doyle.
And he just breaks into sobs.
Who's Doyle?
Ira leans over.
His son.
Hey, Father Donovan. Apologize for what happened to your son. But what happened to him? Nyne saying this as like you see a cat does not smell right. Something's wrong. What happened to your son?
And Brawk points to the claw mark on the wall.
Mark and
Nods.
Ira, for the record, look, needless to say, a little freaked out by that. And after you all ask your questions, Mark follows up with one of his own, or a statement. I thought he had died at the tower. And Father Donovan's eyes. Boyle. You know, looking at Mark and Ira, that he set off and spoke against her and never returned. 2 weeks ago he did. He attacked me. There was nothing left of my boy in him. He was an animal. But I managed to get him into the basement, the cellar, and locked him down there. And in the process, I lost my holy symbol, my icon. And I think that is why I have lost. I cannot feel the Morning Lord anymore. So that is why. And that is what's happened.
How long has he been down there?
2 weeks now.
Hey, Father, I got a question for you.
Still hear him.
What you been feeding him?
Nothing.
I only asked that because I ain't never seen no holy person with dirty robes like you do. I mean, we can go down there and get your symbol for you.
I lured him down there. And it was not easy. He says as he gestures to his filthy clothes.
Yeah. So, where's the basement at, Father?
Nah, I don't know if we should.
No, fuck that. We need to do this thing. He's lost his symbol down there.
But we could just. But
If you are going down there, maybe you all might be able to. But if you are going down there, you must destroy that thing.
I planned on it.
And he, raises his jaw, just clenching it, holding himself together. That thing is a mockery of my son. Please. And
Which way is the base?
pulls out, reaches into a pocket and pulls out a set of keys and tosses it to you. tells you which one. And he points with a shaking hand towards one of the rooms that you saw as you first entered.
And Nyne's going to use the scent that he has. He smelled it. Something's wrong. He's just going to use that to find his way there and just keep that going.
Hawthorne has a bottle of alcohol in his jacket, and he pulls it out, and he takes a big swig. And he puts it back, and he says, "I'll come with you, Nyne."
Guys.
And look,
Maybe we should go together. Is that what you're thinking, Brawk?
Fuck no! I don't want to go down there.
Never mind. Maybe we should go together.
Fuck. Yeah. And he sweeps his sweat-soaked hair from his face. We can't risk anything happening to any of you.
Karina, is Karina back yet?
Nope, Karina is not back yet. And speaking of,
Karina, come back.
Karina, you have been digging out here. And I need you to roll me 2 luck checks. So, twice you are going to roll 2 d20s and tell me which was the farther from 10, the high or the low.
Let me grab a d20. Let me make dice.
It's like, I mean, you could do it. We could do it with a different die. We just need to change the numbers.
I have a giant bag I must use.
Click clacks.
What? Please hold while I find one that is a good luck. Okay. So 2 dice, and which one is closest, or?
Farther.
They are both the same.
And what are they?
5.
5. Okay. Now do it again.
20.
Dang. Okay. So I would say that one of the individuals that you unearth, first of all, you don't unearth all of them, because not all of them is there. But this one is a little bit of a miss for looking like Ira. Just way too tall. But at least the parts that are there. But the other, actually, pretty impressively close. The hair color is off. This individual has raven hair. But the rest, yeah, that's pretty close. Right age, about the right height.
All right. She's not very strong. But she's going to... It's probably going to take her quite a while, but she's going to try to pull that corpse out of the hole. And then she is going to crop the hair short and dress this individual in a set of clothing that she stole from Ira's.
And we just have this wordless scene of Karina just unearthing in the mud and rain this gone incredibly pale, the parchment white skin with the veins visible, and just unearthing this figure and stripping the clothing off and placing it, all of it getting soaked and muddy this whole time, just this silent scene. And once you've done that, what do you do?
Gunshot. She's going to try to find something. I doubt there is a witch burning pole in this place. But she's going to try to find a place like of rubble that she can maybe start to build a pyre. Like a burning pyre for the body.
Pyre out here might be a hard ask. It's raining and this place is mostly concrete. There's very little plant life around
Well,
here.
she's not opposed to leaving this general area. She's like, because there's a lot of damaged buildings. She's going to, if she doesn't find anything in the actual graveyard area, she's going to start wandering a little further and a little further.
You might be able to find some. Make me a notice check.
All right.
Let the dice decide that.
Dice gods bless me with a 13.
13. Yeah, you get into a nearby busted building that has long since been abandoned, but it looks like it was abandoned like in spur of the moment. There are still things that you can see set in place of just being lived in just moments ago, but ages ago.
All right.
But you managed to find some dry things in here that you can start a fire with.
She's going to... How close is this abandoned building to Mark's place?
I mean, you had to drive about 4 minutes or so.
Okay, so it's a little ways away.
Yeah. I mean, you weren't going super fast either, so... Yeah, it's not right next to it, but it's not super far away.
All right, then she will just start stacking up the wood and making a pyre. She's going to be looking over her shoulder to see if anyone is watching her at all. And, like, looking for suspicious rats or birds as well.
I need you to make me
in the house.
2 checks, please. Notice and survival.
Right, notice is a 7.
Nice.
And survival's an unskilled check.
So that is a D4 minus 2.
Yeah, I didn't know if you could do that just on here or not.
Pretty sure you have the option. I think it's the
Unskilled attempt.
it's at the bottom.
Oh, there it is.
Yay, found her. Hey!
5 on survival
Holy
check.
crap, you did it! Exploded and
I did
got it! That's awesome!
Yay!
So, as you are getting and managing to keep dry, building this soon-to-be ignited pyre, you're looking around in the rain. Just through the gray, minimal light that makes it through here. And you look around, and clinging to the eaves of the church and some of the nearby mausoleums, there are bats. Which, it is apparently daytime. They would have to sleep sometime, that makes sense. But, with that success, you are able to see a little gleam off of a few open eyes, and those seem to be watching you.
I think upon noticing that, she's going to look up at them Don't worry, Strahd. The sacrifice isn't for you. And she's just gonna keep working. Just head down. Kind of peeking up at the bats ever so often.
And after you have completed here, what will be the next thing that you're going to be doing?
I mean, she probably at this point would go to the church, but digging up a body and building a pyre is going to take probably hours.
So you are...
So
as we see Karina through the eyes and through the vision of these bats approaching and telling off Strahd, you resume and continue building this pyre. And like you said, it will take time. So, for those of you now inside who we cut back to, what are we doing?
Nyne's gonna break off any wooden pew or chair leg of some sort and then give it to Hawthorne.
Hawthorne's gonna take it and just go, a steak. Okay, I get it.
What's up, Angel?
I don't know. This is just I don't think you all should go alone. I think I could maybe help a little. I'm going to cast protection.
Ooh,
I can
yep.
have additional recipients.
Yep.
So currently it looks like me, Hawthorne, Brawk, and Nyne are all going down. Briefly looking, Mark, Ira, I don't feel pressured to also follow us, but would you like to accompany us downstairs?
Make me a notice check really quick.
Since we're all watching, can a few of us make a notice?
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah, I want to do that.
I forgot to. I have the -1 for clueless, but I forgot to do the +2 for my whatever. So it's either an 8 or a 10.
It's a success with a raise.
So either way, it's a success with a raise.
Okay.
I got a 7.
7.
I rolled a 3. I'm too focused still on what I'm smelling down there.
Okay. And all right. First of all, the first thing that happens is he kind of looks around when you ask that question. Ira was a little bit distracted, focused on Father Donovan at that moment. Seems to have not heard your question. But he kind of slides over next to you in a way that makes you two turn away. And he says, I'm not comfortable exposing Ira to any vampire, given the fact that, you know. But, should he? And he looks shaken for a second, remembering who he is. Should it look like it'll go bad, I will be there. But until then,
we also need somebody to wait for Karina.
Yeah. But those of you who succeeded that notice check also notice that he looks genuinely horrified when discussing Doyle.
I'm going to whisper to Hawthorne. Karina did talk to him later, and we do need someone to wait for Karina.
You know what, Mark? Why don't you just wait here, and you keep an eye on things, and if we fail, You're the line of
No,
defense.
no,
so
no, no,
don't
no,
you
no,
worry.
no, no, no.
Oh.
Not if
Oh.
it even looks like things are going to go bad. You shout and I will come down. I will be there. I will help. Don't wait until it's too late. Don't do that.
I think we got this. I was just trying to put you at ease a little, but
And
we've got this.
Ira walks over.
What are we talking about? Nothing there. They're going to be going down too. They're going to be going down.
We'll be right back, darling. Don't worry.
We were just talking about how you guys got to wait for Karina. We don't know where she ran off to. That young.
She does that.
Yeah, she does.
Wow. Can I turn back towards now just the four of us and cast protection with 4 power points so that it includes all
Heck
4 of us?
Yes.
That's literally what I was going to do.
Yes.
Look at us. So
And go
I'd
ahead
like to give
and
us
make
all-
that check.
Heck yeah, dude.
that's a 6.
6. All right. That is a success. So, all of you have 2 points of armor. Not a raise, so don't have the other feature, but 2 points of armor. So that is super cool.
How do we add that?
Uh,
Oh man, it was
it be a
like
quick
almost
add?
raise.
I
Yeah, an
will.
armor quick add.
Oh, probably. Where's that?
It's to the right of the skills in our
Oh,
character
nice.
sheet.
A quick access or skills, you said?
Well, as you all figure that out, for right now, just go ahead and remember that we have 2 armor. 'Cause I'm not sure why it's not I know we can update it. Oh, you probably have to do it through adding gear, which is weird. I'll fiddle with it to figure out how to do that on Foundry. But for right now, just make note of it somewhere that you have that. So that will add to your toughness, which is awesome. Makes
Ooh,
you
I am a 10 now.
Yeah, that is big and very helpful. Awesome job, Gloria. So, with that done, what do you all do?
Mark. Hey, yo, Mark. Look.
Yeah.
Hey, pick your head up. You're the fucking mayor of this goddamn town, okay?
This is the weirdest
All right.
fucking day.
You think this is the weirdest fucking day? Look at me. Okay? I don't even know who the fuck I am, but I'm here with my friends and everything else, and you, big dog, okay? Okay? You gotta get that pump going, all right? Yeah, you're the fucking mayor. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna unlock this fucking door, and I'm gonna give you this key, and when we all get fucking down there, you're gonna lock it back behind us, okay? If Karina shows up, then you let her down there, okay? Because that way, that son of a bitch down there doesn't get upstairs. Okay?
If I do that and you need to make a quick escape, though.
You told us to scream for you. We'll tell you what's going on and let you know. Okay? Plus, anyway, I'm not going to leave any of my people down there, all right?
All right. All right.
You don't want that thing
All
running
right.
around your town
All right.
either, okay?
All right. Okay.
Some push-ups. Get that pump going. Let's go.
Oh, all right. I'm ready. All right. After you all.
Looking around.
Did someone want to go find Karina and make sure she's okay? I don't know where she is, and being out there alone. I mean, during the day it's not as bad, but it's not the smartest idea if you can avoid it.
That's a great point. 'Cause, like, I don't know where she is. And being out there alone. I mean, during the day, it's not as bad, but it's not the smartest idea if you can avoid it. That's a great point.
'Cause, like, I don't know where she is. And being out there alone. I mean, during the day, it's not as bad, but it's not the smartest idea if you can avoid it.
I can be super quick. Do you want me to?
Where are we? Splitting the party is a decision.
It's not
The
something
party
that
already
I would
split.
prefer
Party
to
split
do.
long ago.
But we have several free spirits, and I just want to know how to make them stop moving. So do you want me to go and
Momentum is a tricky thing.
Yeah.
So is inertia. I totally understand. Maybe we should send someone to find Karina, or I don't know.
Do you just not want to go out in the rain, Gloria? Do you not want to get wet?
I don't really like water.
I know you don't.
I'll go.
Yeah.
You don't want to. I get it.
Well, now I'm
It makes
getting
my
more
wings all
nervous.
droopy, and then I can't move.
Backs towards the door.
You
Well,
are a
Brawk going by
precious
himself.
gift.
I'm worried about Brawk going by himself. This isn't a good idea. What if he can't find Karina? He's gonna just pass out by accident.
Do you
And-
think we can handle the thing, just the three of us?
Don't go without me. Don't. We'll go when we have Karina.
Okay, everybody, let's go find Karina. We're gonna all go together because if I don't want to freaking stand here. I'm not standing here and waiting for you. It's either I'm going down the stairs or I'm coming with you. So I'm not standing here. I'm coming with you. Let's
I
go.
have an idea.
Okay, let's go.
Mark, could you find Karina?
Yeah. No, that makes sense. I know Bridgewater probably better than anyone here. I'll go
Oh, but then we don't have Karina down there.
try to find her. Oh, I'll go try to find her.
And he walks towards the door, and you hear it open, the sound of the rain growing louder and then shut.
Okay, Ira, I need you to do the door now, okay?
I'm stuck here now. Are we gonna wait for Mark and Karina now? And so I just have to stand here. Is that really what's happening? Okay.
What are you talking? I'm with you. Right beside you.
No, I said Mark. and
I see you,
Karina.
Nyne. You're right there.
Thanks.
And we cut to outside, where Mark steps through the front door of the church, and Karina, from where you are, you just hear the faint Karina! Karina!
Oh, for fuck's She will drop the piece of wood she was carrying, look back up at the bats, give him just a little wave, and walk back towards the boys.
It grows louder with one more call, and then through the fog and the rain, you see the drenched figure of Mark.
There you are! What are you doing?
What we had discussed the other night?
Didn't think you were going to do it right away. I thought we were going to bury...
When was I supposed to do it? I thought we were in a rush.
I think there's something else more immediate going on inside. The others wanted you.
Let me just grab my shit. She's also completely drenched and covered in mud from
What?
head to toe.
And just as you are walking back, and you just walk past him, and we just see him go,
What happened to you?
and follows behind you, heading into the church. As you push in, you all see Karina walk in, drenched and filthy. What percentage of your body, choose right now, would you say is covered in mud?
Literally all of it, except for maybe her, face and her hair.
Like
is
a few patches of
relatively clean.
hair and...
Yeah, so I'd probably give it with 95% of her is pretty caked in mud. She was digging with a shovel, but also partially her hands because she had to get that body out of there. So yeah, it's not a good look.
Eh. Hey, you wanna go kill a vampire?
What?
Yeah, nay. You wanna go kill a vampire?
We're not even gonna ask her why she looks like this. I mean,
You
look
know
at
what?
Nyne.
I'm not gonna question what she does when she goes
Look,
off
she crawl
sometimes.
into a grave. Look at her.
Probably.
Obviously.
I've learned not to question when she does things.
You could not be more right, Hawk. I literally crawled into a grave.
Called it.
What the fuck do you mean vampire?
Well, I thought we had discovered that the spirits were normal, Karina. Remember, we talked about this last night. We talked about how that's like the baseline. We don't need to investigate them further until we have a different anomaly. Them appearing
No,
every day is like the baseline.
Gloria.
We're now looking
Gloria.
for extremities.
Gloria. I was digging up a grave for a completely different reason.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense. I just like wanted to make sure we were on the
This
same
feels
page.
a little personal, so perhaps we should talk about this later. Excuse me.
Not. What the fuck? What vampire?
Well,
Father Donovan's son's a vampire. He's down in the basement. We
It's a
gotta go
little-
kill him.
And by the way, Father Donovan, because you all have kind of pulled off to the side, he's just hanging back very... His face is a combination of so many different painful emotions, and he has just resumed softly praying to himself as he's rubbing his hands together.
Also, vampire. 1 second. She's going to search through her wet jacket, pull out her journal, and kind of pull out that chicken scratch writing, like paper with all the notes on vampires. Do you guys want to know how to fucking kill a vampire? Because this, she's gonna pass it to Brawk. This, it's not easy. I'll just send you that.
Oh?
And what you are handed is a page that seems to have been ripped out of something.
I like papers. Can I look with you, Brawk?
Yeah.
Unless it's a letter. I don't really like letters.
And as you scan through it, because of the mention of how to beat these things, the word that you snap to in one of the paragraphs is invincible, and then the phrase not wholly invincible. And as you read that paragraph quickly, you see mentions of sunlight, running water, wooden stakes to the heart, certain holy symbols.
But this, he looks at Gloria with hope in his eyes. But this means there's a way out. Karina, where did you get this?
The Hawthorne gave it to me yesterday.
I found it.
Where?
It was on the bedside table in one of the rooms in the mayor's house.
Oh. Well, and he passes the paper over to Gloria and adjusts his jacket. Well, that means that they were going to try.
So we can kill it then.
Yep. According to that, yes. In theory. And Gloria, what do you know about theories?
Theories are generally pretty good. I mean, like they do
Theories
have
are
to be
good.
tested, and so it's good to make a hypothesis or a theory and then test it to get empirical evidence. Honestly, I feel a little bit better about going down to the basement now because we could test.
We have something to try.
Yeah, we would have more data and more information before we were to say approach a different vampire.
Karina?
I'm assuming Mark is in the general area around us.
He and Ira are, because you all are the ones who are going to be going down, he lets you all have kind of your space a little bit. But yes, there's not terribly far he could go. They are both around.
If he is listening to the conversation, I want to kind of watch his reaction to the piece of paper, to Hawthorne's explanation of it. And if there's any sort of change in his expression.
In response to the piece of paper?
In response to us talking about how we can kill a vampire now.
And how I said that it was in his house, in one of the bedrooms was the letter.
I don't think he was necessarily directly in that moment paying attention. But if you wanted to talk to him about it and get his attention.
I think after a few moments of talking about this, Karina's going to look over to Mark. Mark, were you aware that somebody in your house had notes on how to kill vampires?
Was it up in one of the guest rooms?
Yes.
That would make sense. Or best explanation. Not that terribly long ago, we had a man from elsewhere in Barrowville, a scholar. He needed a place to stay for a while, rented a room, and he one of his areas of study was apparently vampires. Fittingly enough.
When was this?
Couple months back? Well, that's when he first came to Bridgewater, but he stayed with us for a couple weeks. Actually, he was one of the people who went with Doyle to the tower.
So, this attack was likely in retaliation to that.
Oh, this attack was absolutely in retaliation to the uprising that Doyle and others staged.
Why didn't you just tell us that when we asked the first time?
For the record, they did say that they put staged a protest because that was...
Oh, I don't remember shit. I was high.
Yeah, that was Gertrude's fiance, Doyle.
Oh, right.
And that he staged a small rebellion against Strahd. And
okay, I didn't realize
never
the rebellion
returned
went
after
straight
that.
to her front door. Okay.
Yeah, went to the tower to essentially protest and try to attack, and never came back. And apparently the scholar who had been staying with them was also one of the individuals that Doyle got to go on that expedition.
Alrighty. So, what do we want to do?
Well, I'm going down there. I've been waiting.
Nyne's just been doing push-ups.
Hawthorne's gonna grab his steak, And you're going to go, if this is possible, I say we go down and at least assess the situation. Like you said, with the theory thing, we need to be careful, though. Everybody needs to be careful.
All right. You all head into one of the side rooms. It's a mess, but there is a revealed and chained and padlocked trapdoor in the floor here. And one of the keys small enough for it. As you turn and unlock it, pulling it apart, the chains rattling, and lift this trapdoor. Do you all head down?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And Nyne will hand the key over to Mark.
He takes it, and as you all descend, with the flashlights that you have, you hear the door shut behind you, the little bit of light from it cut off, and you hear the dull thuds and rattle of the chains and the clunk. And the undercroft that you've descended into is concrete tunnels, dark corners. You will start pressing forward. And as you have to... Hawthorne, you have to crouch. Or you have to, just slump down just a little bit down here to be comfortable. Gloria, your wings definitely have to be tucked. But as you push forward, eventually, you hear something moving at the far end of the hall that you're currently on, or one very closely adjoining. And from there, as you hear this skittering and scratching, you just hear this young man's voice, strained and tired, echoing through this space. You've come to kill me, haven't you?
Yeah. We daw.
So sorry.
It's all right. If you want to kill me, I won't stop you. I just have one request first.
Name it.
Give me one chance. One chance to prove that I'm stronger than whatever this is. Than what she made me.
Have you killed anyone?
Yes?
That might not be a completely fair evaluation.
Is that not your chance?
Please.
She's going to use her flashlight to find him.
He doesn't make an effort to hide as you make it clear using your flashlight that you're looking for him. And he steps from one of the adjoining hallways and pushes his back up against one of the concrete walls. He's ghostly pale, filthy, grimy. His clothes are ripped and torn. His hair an absolute unkempt mess. His eyes are red and bloodshot, his gaze darting from face to face. And there's a leather cord around his neck, holding a blood-stained bronze sunburst, just like the one you noticed upstairs, Brawk, around the chapel. He swallows and licks his lips, and you can see a pair of pointed fangs that poke too long.
Once she's got him in the flashlight, she's going to take a couple steps towards him with her hands up. This one holding the flashlight, the other like this.
Don't come closer! Please!
Karina.
I need to know if I can control this. I don't know if I can.
Yet you're expecting us to give you
All I ask, you can be back, safe. Let me smell blood. If I can stop myself, I can prove that I'm stronger than it.
Do I still have the paper?
Yeah, I think you still have the paper.
The paper specifies that holy symbols, like certain things, can stop it.
Certain holy symbols, yeah.
Karina, as you read the paper, is going to pull out a small knife, and she's
No,
just going to
wait.
nick a finger.
Oh, we should have been out of here when we tried this.
Okay. I have to make a roll here.
Oh shit.
I'm
Yeah,
going
why
to
did
roll
you fucking
this.
do
You
while
let-
you're in the basement?
I'm going to roll this publicly
Should
for
let us
you
do
all
it.
to see. This is a D6. All I need to do is not roll a 1.
Oh, okay, that's not too bad. See, it's fine. It's fine.
Probability.
That's a good thing, right? We didn't roll one.
You prick your finger, and the flashlight cast on Doyle. You watch as his muscles tense, and he squeezes his eyes shut. A few moments later, his nostrils flare, a thin line of saliva passing down. And he begins to whimper and pray. When the shadows come, I will not yield. Darkness is the destroyer, and hopelessness its weapon. I will face the night and its horrors, and await the coming dawn. For in the light of the morning, large love, only light can remain. Only light can remain. Only light can remain. One of his fists is clenched to the side, his emaciated body trembling. In the light of the morning, large love, in the light of the morning. In the light of Katrina. And after what seems like an eternity, Doyle's body relaxes. His tense muscles seem to uncoil, his breath grows steadier, the look of strain fading from his face. His eyes remain closed for a moment longer. And then they flutter open, and his mouth is open as he pants, and you can all see as the fangs in his mouth retract and become normal teeth. I will not yield. I have not yielded. Not yet.
What happens when you do? What happens if you can't keep it
He runs his tongue over his front teeth. It's I think I'm me. I think I'm me. I feel like me.
I'm gonna walk over and loop my arm through his.
Gloria.
Yeah, no. No, get back here.
Please.
I'll hesitate for a second and then look at Nyne.
Nyne is serious as long as his face. Move.
Okay. I'll walk back to Nyne.
Doyle. I have seen people. I do not remember their names. Do not remember their faces. But I know. Cannot change. I know what that hunger is like. I know what it is to want something more than anything. More than life itself. And maybe you're able to hold it back through prayer 9 out of 10 times. But that one time is going to end with somebody dead, Doyle. Do you understand what I'm saying?
It could be your family.
Your father.
You're still
Gertruda.
You're still going to kill me, aren't you?
Wait.
Yes.
What? Wait a minute.
Brawk turns around and walks away.
Nyne takes his pistol and cocks it.
Wait a minute.
I don't know if we should kill him after all, you guys. He seems to have a little sway.
It's okay.
Wait.
Could you
don't you
just-
feel like? Did you go to the tower and then come back?
Yes.
I feel like that's very useful information. You saw the inside.
I want to know what's in the tower. Yeah.
If we have any chance of figuring out more.
I was never in. If you're going to kill me, that is all right. Could you tell my father that I was me at the end?
Of course.
Could you do that for me?
Nyne, I don't understand why we have to kill him.
Hawthorne? Can I
Maybe
use that?
he. Oh. Angel. The thing is about this is that he can hold it down, but one day he can't. Maybe as soon as we let him out and he starts walking around, the hunger comes back, and we're not here to put him down.
But is that not any creature? What gives us?
And the father said it had been 2 weeks, you hear from behind you, as you see Brawk turn, and he seems less sure of why we're down here. And he says, she has a point. The symbol. What if the symbol it's what kept, this is like, what if the symbol is a temporary barrier to full transfer? We don't know. We don't.
I have a question for all of you. You said you've been down here for 2 weeks, Doyle?
I don't know.
Okay. You haven't eaten anything, right?
No.
You haven't feasted. So, I'm going to raise a question to the group. You get locked away and you haven't eaten for 2 weeks. What are you going to do the first time you get out?
Going to
When you,
eat?
when you smell food.
But we're food.
No,
And look at him.
I'm not one anymore.
Prove it.
I
And
did.
Brawk bites his finger, and blood drips from it. And he flings it down on the ground.
Not again.
Prove it.
And he just looks at you. Tear running
See?
down his face.
Nyne, we don't know what we are. You don't know what you are. And Brawk just gestures to him with the bloody finger. He doesn't know what he is. It's not fair.
So you're saying that if we let him go and let him walk around out there, whatever happens to either Father Donovan or the rest of the people of this town,
You don't have to let me out.
Yeah,
Being
I
down
wasn't
here is
about
my
to-
penance. I would only if my father deemed me worthy. But I'm out.
okay, you saw his fucking dad up there. He is not. There are a lot of screws loose.
That
Okay.
cannot happen. If you live, and he's still flinging his bitten finger around. If you live, you have to stay down here forever. We'll give you some books or something. Get a hobby. Learn to paint. You can't ever leave. You can't ever ask to leave. And Brawk is more
Doyle?
serious than you've ever seen him.
Doyle, I need to ask you a question. Do you want to die as yourself or live as a monster?
With those two options, I as myself.
Okay. And she's going to stake him.
You walk up and stab in, and he reaches towards you, impulsively grabbing the blood from it pouring onto you as he and falls dead.
Brawk, witnessing this, seeing this happen, Gloria throw her hand over her mouth, Hawthorne shake his head, Nyne trying to figure out how to respond. He lets his tears fall as he turns around and he goes back up without a word.
Nyne will grab the symbol off his neck and walk back upstairs.
You all head upstairs.
No, can I? I don't think it'll work, but can I go over and just does it look like he's alive?
Oh shit, I took the symbol off.
Grab the symbol. Okay. With no resistance and a clean shot, a stab to the heart, he was gone pretty quick.
So there's nothing I could do.
You could try to use healing, to use healing magic or your healing power. If there are any signs of life, they are faint. So this would.
Is there anyone still downstairs with me?
Karina
I've
is.
been down here. Yeah.
Hawthorne, do you think if I tried to heal him, he'd be healed as a vampire? Or would he be healed as...
I don't think you can heal the vampire. I don't think you can heal that side of him. I think you would heal him back to what he was. What he is.
I guess I could try. I would feel bad if I didn't try. I'm gonna try to, like, where the stab wound is.
Right.
I'm gonna try to just, like, take out a handkerchief, look at it lovingly, and knowing I'm gonna absolutely burn it after this. Try to, like, clean it up a little bit and cast healing.
All right.
That'll be my last spell of today.
Make me that roll. This is going to be a more challenging requirement.
Okay, that's a 7.
7. So, I will let you know with this penalty, being a -4, that would fail by putting you at a 3. So you could spend a Benny to re-roll.
Yeah, I think I will, because I think I will.
Okay.
I don't want to try to look his dad in the eyes without doing everything
I love it.
I could. I got the same thing.
Okay. You can spend more than 1 Benny.
End of the session. They don't
We
last
are
past this.
we are definitely rolling right up against the end of the session, so if you have them. Can't hear you.
I think at this point, Gloria looks a little frantic.
Yeah, I was going to ask, with this
she's
failing
like,
twice, as you are
the first
over
time,
this young man, and you're trying and trying, how does that impact Gloria?
I think the first time, I'm sort of expecting it to fail, but failure is just finding out one way that something doesn't work. So I'll just pull out I'll just keep pulling things out of my purse. This time I'm gonna add a little bit of water, and I'm gonna try again. But my movements are getting a little bit more frantic. I don't really know.
Angel.
Let me just try again.
Angel, it's okay. He's gone.
I'll just try it. I'll just try again.
And so, with the camera pulling back from this scene, and we just hear the echoing voice of Gloria, I'll try again. I'll try again. That's where we will close tonight's session. Well done, everyone. That session had a very different start than it ended. Well done, y'all. Thank you, everyone, for being here in the stream. Thank you to my wonderful friends and players here for telling this story. It means the absolute world to me. Anyone have any parting announcements? First of all, don't go anywhere so that we can raid and share the love. But anyone have any parting announcements? Things coming up?
Hey there, everyone. It's your favorite black guy on the internet who's just a black square today. I'm doing my Shocktober Spooktacular event on DigitalClubhouseTV here on Twitch, where I play horror games for the majority of the month, and I have dollar jump scares, and you can make me eat a nasty-ass Bean Boozled for $10. I'm currently playing Dead Space, the remake, for the first time, and may or may not wear brown pants when I play, because this game is fucking horrifying, and I get jump scared a lot. Black man in the spacesuit I shouldn't be there. But it's okay. Yeah, and I'm going to be playing another cool game on Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I'm going to be playing The Casting of Frank Stone. It is a supermassive choose-your-own-adventure game set within the world of Dead by Daylight. So you heard it here first, baby.
Yeah. Anyone else have any parting announcements?
No, I'll just be body painting a lot on stream, so come and say hi. Yeah.
I guess
Definitely.
you can see me at 3 other events this month.
There we go.
I'll be at Chalktoberfest judging the cosplay contest this weekend. If you're in Colorado and want to taste cheese and chocolate, it should be really fun.
Sounds delicious.
And the next weekend, I'll be in Wisconsin for CubeCon. I will be also judging their cosplay contest, so bring your best costumes. And then the following week,
cheese and-
I'll be at MagicCon Las Vegas, judging and hosting their cosplay contest on the main stage. Who knew? I'll also be doing the Celebrity Chaos Draft and the game show. So come say hi.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, cheese.
Whoop, whoop.
Well then, we did just do a mothership session yesterday here on this channel, and it's already up on the podcast. So go give it a listen. It was a really cool first sci-fi horror session. Loved it. So thank you all again for being here. We appreciate you. Let's start this raid. And extra thank you to these wonderful players, because I know that ran long. I'm sorry, trying to find a good stop. I'm sorry, but thank you so much. I hope everyone has an amazing night. Thank you for being here, and until we see you next time, go buff yourself. Let's raid.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.